So I'm going to change your downswing today. We're going to talk a bit about the transition in the backswing and how that affects, for lots of people, the direction of the club. So club path, which will include kind of hitting poor shape shots, maybe ones with too much curvature, poor strikes, poor low point control, so fats and fins. If we can get your downswing and your backswing downswing transition to kind of seamlessly work a bit more together, there's a better chance of you getting the club on a better path without you having to feel like you're kind of doing all these brutalizing moves, which are actually a bit misleading. Let me show you what I mean. Remember, if you like the information in this video, free newsletter link down below. Loads of people signing up. Thanks for everyone coming along, joining the newsletter. We go a little bit more into depth into the golf swing. It's all completely free. Weekly golf tips. Come and join the community. Right, over the top, this kind of woohoo action here where people are then maybe getting this curvature on their shot. See that one curving off to the right? It's weaker, I'm losing power, I'm not getting the most out of my shot. And lots of golfers try their hardest to fix this. They maybe talk about trying to do this and trying to get the elbow in and whatever, but I see lots of golfers really brutalizing this move. It's actually way more subtle than you think. It's just on a 2D camera, it looks brutal. So what I mean by that is I'm just going to set my lead arm out here. So at an angle, and let's say it's straight up, and then all I'm going to do is just tilt it slightly this angle. So this is kind of your downswing angle. So my lead arm and club are set at an angle. I'm going to try my hardest not to move these angles, okay? If I come over here and turn this way, if I'm hitting at the screen in front of me, that will look way over the top, okay? And then if I just turn this way, this angle's not changing. What happens now is that looks more from the inside. Certainly if I was hitting subtly towards the screen and back into the back on my back here. So this angle here isn't changing for lots of you, even though when you film it, it looks like it is. So I've got an image here which shows this using the gear system with the guys at JD Golf Academy let me have access to. This is one student, this is one swing, with two very different looking downswings. All I am doing on these two pictures is I've moved the camera position on the same swing, and you can see they look very, very different. So what does that mean for you trying to get this downswing to work a little better? Well, I've got this really simple drill that hopefully will change the order of your downswing as we explain why we see that club go this way and what might be causing it. So believe it or not, on that one player I showed you the picture of there, so this angle hasn't changed, this angle hasn't changed, so between their lead arm and their shoulders. It's not like they've pushed their arms out way away from their shoulders more. Remember, I've just moved the camera around. What that player does is they have a tendency from the top of their backswing, so as they complete their backswing to starting a downswing, in that transition-y period, it's a bit messy, that period, so think about kind of, it's almost like this long, you finishing and starting your downswing, you could call transition. They are turning their shoulders quite quickly back the other way, so as they turn their shoulders this way on the way back, on the downswing and in that transition, so start of the backswing or end of the backswing, start of the downswing, they're trying to really turn their shoulders quite quick, and that moves that club that way. Angles, everything doesn't change. Arms go with their shoulders, everything goes, and it looks like they have this over the top movement. Then what they do is they stall, their shoulders kind of stop, and then they get into these kind of crunch impacts. What we see from world-class players is they're much better as they start that downswing in that transition. They're much better at just holding on to their back to target angle for a bit longer. So their shoulders don't start opening back that way as quick. They hold on to it for a split second. Then because they've delayed it, they're then very quick at opening up into impact. So they change the order. It's completely different. Rather than doing loads early and then stopping, they do hardly any early, and then as their hands get kind of around shoulder height, they then just accelerate their shoulders to start tilting, turning, and opening up. So I want to give you that feeling. And it's so simple. We're going to go both hands on, just grab a medium iron, top of your backswing and stop, trail hand comes off, and you're going to hook it under. So I've got it hooked under here, my lead arm. So again, up to the top, just stop, hook this hand under. Now what I'm going to do as I start down is I'm going to try and keep this hand from letting that club go that way, letting my shoulders turn that way, letting the arms push out. Because I'm going to push and pull my arm in what feels like more across my chest as I start that downswing. So that way. And what this does is it slows the temptation down of your shoulders opening up too early. Even though to you it'll feel like you're really crunching this angle in across your chest, so getting your lead arm to really come across your chest. What you're actually doing from here is you're just delaying hip and shoulder rotation as you keep that arm across you. And look what happens to the club path. Like, it will just drop onto a path that will allow you to start hitting some straighter shots. Now, it's a one simple fix. It's easy. You're fixed. Boom. There you go. It's not ever as simple as that. The people who get the most out of this drill are the people who do this variation of it as well. Because it's about learning. It's about learning feels and how to control different feels. So what I want you to do now, top of your backswing and stop. The second variation of this tip is take trail hand off. You're going to put it now on the inside of this lead arm, and you're going to push it that way. And you're going to feel how that makes your shoulders want to go. Make it feel how the hands want to move out, and then, wow, I can't hit it from there, so that's why I see these kind of crumbling up impacts and hit these poor strikes. So you're going to do one where you go up to the top, hook under, hold it down, and then you're going to do one where you hook from the inside, push out. One more before you hit, hook under, hold it in, and then we're going to recall the second straighter feeling. Always when you do drills, try and do the opposite. It really helps people understand. When I teach people, it makes me see they understand the two very different moves. This way, this way. Couple of pumps that way with it on the outside. And that just feels like so much easier for me just to swing straight through. I mean, I literally don't feel like I could hit it when I move out that way. So what this is doing is it will make you feel like you're just pinning your arm across your chest more, but what you're actually doing is changing the order of this downswing. You're slowing how quick you are to try and get the hands to go out with this action, and it will get the sequencing of back to down in a much better place for more consistent golf shots. Now, if you want to hit your driver as consistently as you're now hitting your iron, check this video out. It's got all the tips to help you out. Thanks for watching.